Yeah. 1 2 1 2.
Hello? Okay. All right, cool. All right, we can't have that happen again. Okay, bring the music back in. Bring the music back in. Hey. Hello, everyone. Hello. How everyone is? You are now watching the Main Dish talk show / cooking show. I'm going to force him today. What are we having?
Chicken quesadillas.
Don't sound so excited.
We got homemade mango salsa and homemade guacamole.
Okay,
nice
okay.
Black beans back here.
You say you don't want to cook the food. You was like, talking on the mic is secondary. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so look. First and foremost, I'm not a real big sports fan. However, I love boxing. That's my stuff. Did you see the fight?
Yes.
Man, that was the worst fight ever. It was bad. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. How you feel about it?
It was alright. It's sports, so it's always good. Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? We knew he was going to win before it started.
Why do you think? Hold on, wait. Let me go back a little bit. You said that we knew he was going to win.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because, I mean, you got somebody that do a whole different type of sport. They similar, but they the same. So he used to kicking and you doing all them flips and stuff. Can't do that.
Well, I agree that with MMA fighting, that your skill is on the ground, and fighting an actual boxer, you have no chance unless you get him on the ground, and then that no longer makes it boxing. I would agree with that part. However, I don't agree with that people think that Floyd can't get knocked out, like he's the best. He is the best point fighter.
Yeah,
I would
anybody
agree.
can get knocked out. It don't matter what you do.
I don't know how hard he hits. He's like 150. I've been 150 long. We the same size. So I can only imagine him being so small, and he's short. Not that matters, but it does. I don't know. This is what I proposed for the fight. I said, and I was right. He's going to win the fight, but he's not going to beat him. What I meant by that is he's going to actually have to kind of sort of fight that guy, because that guy is not a boxer. So he's going to give him everything. He was sloppy as hell. He was sloppy.
Which one?
McGregor. He was sloppy. It was horrible. And the style of him throwing his punches, he wasn't putting no weight into it. So they probably wasn't hurting because Floyd was eating them. I didn't agree with the whole Floyd being up in him and catching the punches, because at any given time that could allow him not to win the fight. That was my only thing. If you knew you could beat him, that's fine. I understand it's your last fight. You want to go out and give him, what do you do, 9 rounds? I would have much rather had it done at 4. I ain't gonna lie. It was just all that dancing around was just a waste. It was frustrating to me. It was a waste. Just don't knock him out. I did want him to knock him out though. I jolly wanted McGregor to take a nap.
Yeah.
I did want him to. I knew he would beat the fight, but I honestly did not think that he would punish him. I was expecting him. I didn't think he would, and he didn't. To me, he didn't punish him.
He just won.
He just won. He didn't punish him. But y'all may agree to agree. Y'all may disagree, but we gonna have to agree to disagree. I don't care. So
I think it's rigged from the jump, though.
I believe it was based off the movie The Great White Hype.
I'm not hip to that movie. What's that?
Oh, it was way before your time, bro. Way before your time. But it's a good movie. Go watch it.
What's the name of it?
The Great White Hype. It's a good movie. But it has every element of that movie. The Irishman, the black guy. I'm telling you, it's look at it. I'm getting all types of looks. Whatever. So the song that came on, if you guys don't know, I now allow artists to submit their song for the intro song every week. So that was DMV artist Heavyweight. It's spelled a little different. I'm not going to butcher his spelling of his name. So he submitted his song, and the name of the song was called Lunchbox. So that was the artist that was playing. So I'm sorry, but as much as I love you, Jill Scott, I do not want to be sued. So there's that. So each and every week, artists have a chance to submit their music for the intro song of the Main Dish Show. You can do that via email at maindishshow@gmail.com. Again, that is maindishshow@gmail.com. We're going to get into our special guest. We have a special guest, of course. He's been in the game for a very long time. I've known this guy for a long time. He has a whole different look from when I knew him. So we're going to go ahead and bring up Black Indian. Yes. Come on, sir. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat over there, sir. Here you go.
How you doing?
How are you? Man, you've been in this game for a minute. Like, I learned about you about 20 years ago. That's when I was heavy in the studio singing, and they was, that's when Section 8 Mob was real. They was getting it. They was putting DC on the map, and your name was one of the names that was always in the mix. And then you had that long hair. Is that how you got the name though? How did you get the name?
No, I got the name because my father's folks and my mother's folks are Native Americans. We believe in the more science of us being Native Americans. We don't believe that we were brought on slave ships. We believe we were already here. So we are the real Native Americans from New York, upper state New York, down through New Jersey, Delaware, Virginia, Florida, and all those places are real Native American places that were already here before Columbus. Already we've been here. So I took that name from what I was getting educated at from a lot of guys that came home from Lawton. And they brought more science. So I just ran with it, put two and two together and said, Black Indian, that'd be good. Plus the Redskins, we home of the Redskins. So it kind of meant something, kind of being patriotic for the city at the time.
How long ago for you to be that deep, that young?
I got signed to BMG RCA. She was going to Howard at the time. And she started a freestyle union at 8 Rock at the Big Chair over Southeast. And I was 13 years old. I had just turned 13. And my man Mouse told me, come down there, and I rhymed. And then a week later, Steve Coleman, that found the Roots, asked me, jazz musician, asked me did I want to go to Europe. He had already had two artists, Kokai, which is the president of the Grammys, I was in a group Opus with, and Sub-Z, which is known as T-Slice. He has a rock and roll band now called Thello Blue. And so they took me to Europe. And I got signed as a juvenile in Europe and came back over here around about 21 and got a deal with MCA through the Mike Brewington, which was Top Page, and we started Maximum Capacity. So, yeah, I've been in the game. And that was my first album, came out in 1999, single album, but my first real album came out in 95, and that was Art of War with Opus Band. So that was in BMG.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That go deep there. Oh, my goodness. How was it being in Europe at 15 and 16 and 17 years old, and how did that affect your schooling?
It was wild, but you know what I'm saying? I had dyslexia, so I was a great Jonah. So hip hop was like embraced me. It was like the best education that I could have, you know. Put in special ed, you know, the Joan, and then you get out. I mean, I was in the street, so it was like a place that embraced me. Those things. So me going there, it was like the best that I could be. It was like almost like a guy that go hard, which is Kokai and Sub-Z, Steve Coleman. So I learned a lot. I got an opportunity to work with Coltrane's son, Robbie Coltrane, on the record. I also got to work with some of the greatest musicians in the world, and see the world and see quote unquote white folks love us.
Right.
You know, I mean, I would have, if I tell somebody I like their jacket over there, they would give it to us. Like and they loved us and respected us. So I always feel like for every artist to go to Europe, because the love that they receive from you is totally different from here. Seeing Caucasians kind of like shun us or make a shuck and jive. They don't do that over there. They kind of respect the culture. They love the trap music, Lil Yachty's and that now. I still have relationships with producers and DJs there, but they still will break dance and embrace the original hip hop that we came up off of. So it's kind of different.
Oh wow, you I caught that you said you suffer from dyslexia.
Yeah, I had dyslexia as a youth. It wasn't diagnosed back then, so you know I'm almost approaching 40 now. So it's like, yeah, back then it wasn't. You know, I had to go around DC school to school to school to try to get me together because I could comprehend. But the reading and the writing was always hard for me. Math was a breeze, you know, but when it came to, you know, just sending the words would be different. So, you know, once I used that, you know, my grandfather had told me when a blind man loses his eyesight, his hearing is stronger. So I just took that and developed that. So music was always in my house. My mother sung for James Cleveland. My grandmother sung opera at the Kennedy Center. She was always a backup singer. So she trained. She was a trained vocalist singer. And so, you know, I just always in punishment. So I was in some choir rehearsal in the corner, you know.
But can you sing?
Yeah. No, I mean, I play around, but I know if you can because I was always in punishment. So I heard her train the best gospel singers, you know, in the world, you know. Real stuff. Real gospel singers. I've seen the best of the best in her living room, right on Trinidad. And they would come to the hood to get that voice right, you know, record labels. So I grew up like that. I grew up around pianos, music. My father's a drummer, rest in peace. So it's like, you know, I grew up around it. So no way I couldn't dodge it.
I know you're Muslim.
Yes.
Were you always Muslim?
Well, I'm going to say I was born Muslim, but no. My mother's actually a bishop. Lightwork Ministries, they were in Brooklyn Manor, but she's all around every hood that you can find trying to help, you know, substance abuse. People get back and just want to find the Lord, so always hold her up, you know, because she does a heavy duty job. But Islam had embraced me. It's something that found me.
Okay.
So it's different. I mean, you know, it was always the argument at the end of the day. And I did go and get my minister's license because that was open for me to do. Okay. After I was signed, she offered me to go to ministry school. And I went on and took it. I mean, biblical, we learned that in the house. You see, I told you she sung for James Cleveland. So the Bible was always present. So, but me, you know, I had different agendas, you know, with how I moved as a young kid. Like I would go to school, and since I couldn't read, when it's late, you know, the teacher like, yo, the principal's over, I'm gone. So I used to go see the guys on the corner dressed like genies and all white, looking like they came out the bottle. But they were Dr. York, Malachi York. Shout out to York. They need to free Dr. York, which gave a lot of black people hope and gave us the science. But you know, Dr. York, Islam is a beautiful thing. It's cosmetic, and I offer it to, I don't push it on anyone, but for young men that's in the streets. It is a brotherhood of godliness and cleanliness, because in order to pray, you have to clean yourself. You have to wash your mouth out, wash your feet and hands. And most brothers that's trapping, if they really trapping, they need to bathe themselves. Hygiene is number one. A lot of stuff spiritually is on you. You can clean yourself and smell good. I believe it's always good for a woman, because Prophet Muhammad would say we have to trim the mustache. Think about it. Don't know one woman want to kiss no man with mustache with hair all in the mouth. You're sitting there eating, you got hair all in your mouth. You know, and cleanliness is a great thing. You know, for men, we have to start grooming ourselves. You know, and we having a approach America and clean in a long time. You know, they have got away with us wearing women clothes now. Y'all can't even shop with us now, you know. So you know, the look, you know, is a very powerful thing for the indigo man. He has to be in a ballroom. He has to be clean. He has to meet people. You want to always meet somebody, and you want to smell good and have the best posture possible, because you control the situation. So sometimes when I talk to artists, depending on what they want to do with themselves, I'm like, sit up, put your pants up. Like, go into a teller, find out where your real waist at. You know, in hip-hop, when we was young, we was wearing 36s and we was 24s.
Right.
You know, we ain't know no better.
Right.
As long as the New Balances was clean, we ain't care. So, it's real.
Okay, I get it. So, but the fact that you stuck in it, because sometimes, you know, you lose your way, and when you go into these religions and stuff, or these way of lives, and you lose your way sometimes. And I know I have, you know, it's being a Muslim woman, and no one, you know, they were like, you know, you got tattoos, you know, there's always the judgment there, and I'm not dressed, I'm not wrapped, I'm not a hijab, you know what I'm saying? So there's, you know, it's a little bit different. So I get it, but I commend those who are disciplined, because one thing, it takes discipline. It's a lot of discipline. So I commend you for that, because I've heard you talk. You
understand. You remember that the way to Allah is at the foot of the woman.
Yes.
And the reason why we cover you all, because you are.
Yes.
Yeah, you a portal.
Right.
You bring life.
Right.
You are the only magic on the planet. We searching for something, but the only magic is really in you.
I believe.
So,
I totally agree.
So we gotta cover that. You want nobody walk up in your bank account. If you got Wells Fargo, you gonna go up in there. You gonna walk up in my money. They gonna touch my money.
You know, we could go back
I'm
and forth on that all day long.
When you killing them, when you're not an ugly person, cosmetically, and you killing them, why can't the man just look you smack in the face? Because he not. He gonna look at your ass. He gonna look at your chest. He gonna look at your chest. You got these new ones to look at to see if you got a handbag. She got some money, Slim. She got a Chanel, Slim.
I get it.
You know, you got men talking like that now. The chef know what I'm talking about. He A100. I like the chef. The chef A100. You must have was the chef up in the quack. I could tell. He shot with it. But I'm saying, seriously, think about that. You know, we got to look you directly in the face. Since some women, if you notice, women don't BS. For me, I respect women. You know, that's why I love Kenna World Katrina. She like a AK-47.
Right.
She's a machine made by Allah. You know, when I think about it, because women say, I used to work with juveniles. I used to be court liaison. I used to work with kids at DYS. Shout out to all the kids at YSC. Y'all get it together. Y'all gonna get free. We're gonna do it. But the girls be like, yeah, I'm gonna stab you if you playing with me. Women will do it. It be the men that got to take the shirt off, get in each other's face, looking like they about to kiss, doing like they about to box.
Right.
But the women be about to go there. They the ones with the heart, because queens have heart. If you play chess, the queen is the strongest on the chessboard. Yeah. So you got a lot of emotion for a lot of fight, but men don't, you know, they don't want to train with their women. They want to be praised by a lot of women. So if you want to do that, I suggest come on over to Islam, because then you can marry women, and then you can get richer and spoil all of them. But men don't want to hear that. We colonize. We just simp our way through life. Buy you a couple handbags, be broke next week. Then y'all keep the money coming, and then we don't know how to catch up. So that's why I always push for men to have independent. Be independent. Like the black woman is independent. She gets up and get it. But we not independent. We waiting. We need to be independent. That's the only way y'all gonna give respect to us. Y'all don't got respect for us. Y'all know y'all don't. You probably got 5 people on your hand. They probably all blood related that you respect as a man.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. We gotta change that. Yeah. We gotta change that. Else y'all never gonna follow. Y'all gonna always say, no, but I think we should go to the left.
You're absolutely right on that one. You're absolutely right. I'll give you that. I will give you that. Woo, I tell you. This show will go a whole other direction today. So you have this song that you're going to do today. Tell the people about it, because I want to know, first of all, you are on, I know you just came back from Miami. You got a song coming out with a gentleman down there. I hear about a lot of stuff.
Ocean.
Yeah, I hear about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Blizzy, Da Vinci, man. Yes, definitely. Briggs Park. I keep it DC because I grew up with these people and they were still good then. They still good now. Like Nonchalant, she on tour. She hot. You should hear her new music. But you know what? That's why I'm changing it. Mm-hmm. That's why I like Rise. I like the show you doing, and I love that stuff because we changing. Independent, we do what we want. Gangsters do what they want. Suckers do what they can. Shout out to Nas. But it's real.
Right.
You got to live like that because we just saw Trump do it. He did what he wanted, right?
Yeah.
So do what you want.
I definitely, if it's not out there, make a way. Make your own way. I live by that, Yeah. I would never fit in, so I just create my own lane. I tell people that all the time. I don't fit in with other stuff. I don't.
Yeah, I saw you at the 4 Essence joint going so DC. I was so proud of her and my homegirl from getting over the hump. They was in that joint current because everybody was bad and bougie. I mean, they was in there true DC. I thought Chuck was playing Slim, but Genuine came on. I was like, okay, you were Genuine for the area. So I was like, okay. But they was in there holding it down like Chuck was on stage. I was like, what? 95? I thought the buddy was out. But they did it. They was faking in there. You saw them, all them out of towners.
Yeah.
Be faking.
So what's the so when I say, I know he coming out with new music because I got the inside on a lot of things. You was putting out so much stuff. I don't know what's coming out because every time I'm turning around, you got a clip. I'm like, and I'm not in your ear. I'm in City ear. Like, what he got going on? Because I'm like, every time I turn around, he dropping something. I was like, wait a minute, I can't keep up. So you had, and I still can't keep up. So what exactly are you doing? Do you have a project coming out? Because I don't know. I need to know what's going on.
We don't stop working. As you see, the Queen got 2 phones. Kevin Gates, hope he get free. Shout out, he a Muslim. Stands to cop for Kevin Gates. They did him dirty. I was telling these youngins, this is what they gonna do. Yeah. That's what they gonna do. So shout out to Kevin Gates. Inshallah, your family, everything be good. But we don't stop working just for that. I believe if with all the kids, everybody that we down with continuously works. Like Dogang, you need to Keisha Keaton blow. He be on 95.5 right now. Shout out to Tony Reyes for giving them that love. But Young and work. Since they killed Swifey, that was his cousin.
Right.
He in the studio 24/7. And I'm the same way. You have to work or you're not a musician. So we work. So a lot of stuff that you hear is just constant work. I don't believe in holding. I believe I am the Rachel Edmonds of the music business, and I believe that I need to supply the area. Like everybody need to work. Like you hear a new joint from Kenilworth every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Mr. City, he dropping new hot joints every 2 weeks. Shane every 2 weeks. We gonna outwork everyone.
Y'all definitely doing that.
Because it's not about standing on the couch. All of it's corny. I never seen Bob Dylan stand on nobody's couch and drink nothing. And then the man got songs forever. Same thing with Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, you know they're going to be at the Coliseum. I bet. When? G know when he got the tickets already. Earth, Wind and Fire still touring because what? They had so many records.
Right.
Earth, Wind and Fire had records since they got signed. They had records, and I try to push that to each other. So the song I'm doing is Hustler's Ambition, because I want people to have ambition to hustle, like wake up knowing you getting to the bag. And if you got a government job, that's just your, you know what I'm saying? That's just your plug to flip this money, to get your real dream on. You know, I always say this to young CEOs or people that start their businesses. I say George Bush Jr. said something his whole term that made sense. The whole term, the disaster with 9/11. He said this: the only key to being rich in America is owning your own business. So every time you see me, I'm rocking something black owned. No doubt. Shirts made by my man, Muhammad. I get tailored, I get cut. My shirts, everything for Keith. Shout out to that. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to H&Q. Shout out to ADST Music. Shout out to everybody that got an independent label. Eddie Bands, Madness. We Are One, Kenny. All days. Just talked to Kirk Bone the other day. I keep it A100. If you moving, if you not going to stop, I'm with you. Right. Clorox has never stopped making the product. So why are we stopping?
Right.
And that's the hustler's ambition, is to not stop. Let's keep this train going. Don't let them beat us down. Don't let them bring Trump in to scare you. Get the hustling. That is the only way you're going to get rich. And they can't out dancers, out rappers, out dressers, out thinkers. So let's get this money. Yeah.
Well, there's that. So we're going to go into a short commercial break. And when we get back, Black Indian will perform Hustlers. Was it Hustlers or Hustling?
It's a Hustlers
Anthem.
Ambition.
Hustler's Ambition. Well, there you have it. So we'll be back with you.
It's my life. Turn me up, Don. I put my money where my mouth was.
I just wanna know if you feel me. I just wanna know if you're at home. I just wanna know.
Work. On diamonds all in my ring, player. Gold watches, gold chain, player. 100,000 champagne, player. Yeah, my money insane, player. Yeah, I'm making it rain, player. But I was just on a plane, player. Buying gear, flying here. It ain't what you heard, it's my time of year. If I'm in the club, I get 100 stacks. I'm always rolling up, so I get love for that. I heard he stole my swag, but I don't want it back. I was on this, but now I'm on to that. You see it in my closet, for it's on the rack. Was out there in Hawaii, now I'm going back. I got so much money, I should start a bank. So much paper right in front of me, it's hard to think. Buy so many bottles, it's gonna be hard to drink. But I'm still growing up, and my family here, and they rolling up. So the bigger the bill, the harder you ball. Well, I'm throwing mine, cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is the bigger the bill, the harder you ball. Well, I'm throwing mine, cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work.
Thank the Riggedy Raw, legend in the city. Y'all know what it is. Rockin' for my godson. Never complaining, always campaigning. Everything a campaign. I might even have some champagne with my campaign. Staying in the Riggedy Raw. You know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the finger roll from the outside? Who off that girl? That's what you get. Jimmy Black Jr.
Stronger than ever.
145.
All respect to those who brought
Old man James. P.O. to the big show.
And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. To tell me
Oh my goodness, Jimmy Black tamale biscuit. Good Jimmy Black. Off the tip.
I would say that Yusha has the gift of drawing people to him. He does it when he performs on stage for a hip-hop concert. He does it with the Hope campaign, when we're speaking to the youth or even in adults. And then just in everyday conversation, people are drawn to him. They want to hear what he has to say. I've seen him in noisy rooms, and when he got up to speak, it was quiet because everyone was just focused on what he had to say. I can't describe, I can't explain it, but he has it, and it works every time.
Everybody say this shit is amazing. Y'all be putting in the word. We do shit that let me say it's amazing. We do everything with word. We be out here putting word. Word. Working and winning. Hey. Working and winning. Hey. Working and winning. Hey. Working and winning. Hey. You can see me putting word. Working and winning. Hey.
All right. You are now back watching the Main Dish Talk/Cooking Show with my main man, my partner, my apple scrabble, Chef Reek. Also, special guest Black Indian. Come on up. Come on up, sir. He is going to perform, as I stated, his, is it real new?
Yeah, it's off the King Musa album. You can get that on Dat Piff over Rebel Nation. It's a couple, it's some places. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get into that. He's gonna perform Hustler's Ambition, right? Did I get it right?
That's right. Just like you. It's for you. It's for the hustlers.
Yeah, I am a hustler. That
yes,
I am. That
yes,
I am.
Is.
So yes, everyone, Black Indian.
Okay. Yeah. It's my life. Shout out to the chef. I put my money where my mouth was. You hating on me, I can feel you, cuz I ain't supposed to have either. This is nothing but the hating fucking season of getting on the top of dope dealers and pimps. Niggas wanna get it down, we got evidence. You cats wanna never doing, and you youngers ain't never moved a brick. Homie, no, you never serve a nick. Sick and tired of these youngers with that old bull. Sick and tired of that youngers getting with the flow. Take it with the top, but it's about to let it go. Got G up on the board, but we gon' still make it hit. And if it don't drop, then we still gon' make it flip. I'm up in the game. Just bought wifey your new range, a couple of rings and things. Let it happen. They clapping and they laughing. We up on this thing, cooking it up. You know what we got, and we just be acting like it be flowing, but this ain't loving hip-hop. This just some weak niggas trying to get hip-hop. But we about to take it all back, and we be coming through the doors, and we staying strapped, trying to get $1 billion like Puppy, matter of fact. So if you feel the flow, you gon' bring it right back. Bad and bougie, hate they snoozy on the main dish. You loving this? Ho. Yeah.
It's my life. Turn me up, Don. I put my money where my mouth was. You ain't never doing shit. And you say never pull a lick. Homie, no, you never sold a brick. Sick and tired of these words with their old
diamonds all in my ring, player. Gold watch, gold chain, player. $100 champagne, player.
So silky and thick, now with a chocolate shorty and a new whip. Boom. Come on.
If I'm in the club, I get 100
But you
stacks
know
of
how it
my
goes.
in front of me, it's hard to tank. Buy so many bottles, it's gonna be hard to drink. But I'm still growing up, and my family here, and they rolling up. So the bigger the bill, the harder you ball.
Put your hands up. Come on. Yeah.
Turn me up, Don.
I put my money where my mouth was. You hating on me, I can feel you, cuz you ain't supposed to have me either. This is nothing but the hating season of getting on the top of dope dealers and pimps. Youngest one to get it down, we got evidence. You one never pull it. You youngest one never pull a lick. Homie, no, you never sold a brick. Sick and tired of these youngers with that old bullshit. This is Black from Acker Street, Northeast Strip. 730 uptown, so sweet and thick. Now with a chocolate shorty in a new whip, foreign. Young, and I did it for the ones up there. Tupac, Big Pun, yeah. That's how it is, and that's how it goes. Youngest got about 1 million flows, I get dough. On the Provo Fleet, triple a beam, I'm with Mr. City. We riding in that new Bentley thing like, come on, sing it. It's just a hustler's ambition. Come on, made this, sing it with me. Hustler's ambition, yeah. If you're working and you're working hard, every day it's the hustler's ambition. Yeah, get up, DC. It's just the hustler's ambition. Paperhead, 6 to Tiffany and blow their ears. Still something to have with women stuck. The money I give it up, then I break it all in such. So shining from planning, I sending out this banner. I tune again and shout out the OG banner that lost the mother. This some real God bodies of earth. We'll murder your youngest. Real is amazing, you know. Still rocking with dumb 20 years, we got that flow. And you know it's time to go, flow. So I'm about to break it down at 89, let it break it flow. In the show when it's gonna high. Yeah, main dish, get down. It's just a hustler ambition. The main dish, you know. It's just a hustler's ambition. Yeah, main dish, the best damn show. It's just a hustler's ambition. Yeah. Big cars, big chains, that shit is lame. Getting your shit clean, getting your shit clean. Jumping out the shorty and jumping the shorty mean. Doing some big things, W hotels, drinking the bottles, drinking them garlands. Really ain't nothing till you buying real estate. You better understand what you got to put your place on your plate. You run these organizations, you find out they fake, and ain't nobody moving no weight. These runs in to kill them and they say, and then you want to kill them cause they ass so fake. You know, gotta stick to your dreams. Run into these deep games, a scheme. Around to do whatever, to get the cheddar. So my motherfucking better, whatever. Yeah, and you know, it's just a hustler's ambition. Yeah, the main dish, the show, it's just a hustler's ambition. Come on, put your hands up and you know, it's just a hustler's ambition. Yeah, when we killing it, we getting some more. It's just a hustler's ambition. Yeah, main dish. Thank y'all, thank y'all.
Yes,
thank y'all.
Yes.
Y'all.
I love it. I love you got so much energy.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, you're so great. You one
Thank
of
you,
the. I will honestly have to say you are definitely one of the great ones in this area.
Thank you. You know, she was the next coming to Stacy Ladder.
And I enjoyed this meal the chef put together for us.
I know it smells fantastic.
Oh my God, he's always putting so much food on my plate.
That's right. And fellas, when you go out to a restaurant, you're not a simp if you let her sit down and get up when she go powder her face. But she really go and call a girlfriend, tell them that you're Obama, and they won't go.
Look, girl, call me, girl, so I can get out here. Tell me I have an emergency.
Yeah. I gotta go. My grandma got hit by a bus.
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't. So, all right, okay, so.
Did you make this? Did you make this right here?
I did. Yours probably
this is fantastic.
Yours probably a little watered down though. You got the ice at the top.
I need to. You know, black people got too much sugar. Oh no, I can't have that. What is that? No, that's no, can't sip that. Can't sip that. Don't sip that. Don't sip that.
Okay, so now we know that you don't do that.
No, we don't drink. No drinking. No alcohol. The Ciroc was in mine.
All right, so first, before we continue on, you want to bless the food, my brother?
Oh, yes, you know, we will do a salad sale. Thank you. I'm ready. I'm ready to get it in.
All right, I'm gonna taste it, chef. You know.
Ladies first.
So, this is he's make chicken quesadillas, Chef Rick style, of course. You know, he got to make his homemade mango salsa, as well as the his homemade.
I love saying that mango salsa.
With his homemade guacamole. I'm about to actually grow him in his backyard.
Yeah, I heard his guacamole is world famous. World famous guacamole, so I'm blessed to have that.
I almost got hood. I'm about to say, I'm good.
I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna use my name. Look at, put down my microphone.
Yeah, go, sure. Okay. Oh, there I go. See, I always start dancing when I start eating. See, I can't help it. Oh, stop, Charlie, stop.
And look, he made mine vegetable.
Yeah.
So all the brothers out there, I ain't messing around with chicken. So G was looking at me like, what? I just bought 10 chicken places. Rick Ross just got me for the wings. So, G be having stuff like wing stops and mall. I had a meeting with G in a mall.
You definitely threw me in the loop. I ain't eat chicken. I told you.
I had a meeting with him in a mall. He was like, yeah, this is one of my spots. It was a mall. So that's what I'm talking about.
So
it's good.
But what's next with you? I'm going to go ahead and let you take a bite at least before I start going in with the questions.
I mean, I could talk and eat. Sometimes I go to meetings and you can't be no glutton. I learned that from my elders, man. You know what I'm saying? I might take it to something, but when I get out of there, I'm going to crush it. But I just take a couple bites, when I'm in meetings because I want to hear what everybody's saying. I don't want to go to no place to eat just grub. Or when you go out to eat with somebody, you want to let them have an experience,
Oh, this is different.
Yeah, it tastes good I taste the beans in it because I like black beans.
I know, that's why I was like, I tasted it.
Got that corn in there.
Mm-hmm. Got that sweet white corn, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he shucked his own corn. I know that's right. Yeah.
That was tasty. I like it. I'm telling you, Chipotle will have a problem. It's a wrap. And the other place, I used to eat the chicken quesadillas out of, what you get chicken? Fridays. Back in the day. You ain't never go to Friday.
I was very selective about that menu. We're just going to leave it at that.
I mean, when they was popping at one time, them Jack Wings had the whole world.
Oh, yeah, they Jack Daniel wings. I agree. I cannot lie. I cannot tell a lie. So, what's next, though? What's next for you?
Next for me is basically trying to push Love Music. I'm president over at Love Music. It's a company started by 2 family members of mine. And we just trying to get artists right as far as companies. We don't want to sign artists. We want to sign company artists that have their own companies. We look at the medication field. I once was at the doctor's and he kept referring me everywhere. It was referrals. I'm like, damn, the referral people getting paid. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? My money's going. So what we're doing now is if you have a company, if you see people like Kenilworth, Katrina, Mr. City, ADST Music, you looking at those people, they are their own companies. And what we do is they just referring out artists to refer ourselves to keep money amongst ourselves. So that's the thing is building our own Wall Street, building our own economy. Like people are just too pressed to be a part of something that doesn't give you any love back. But then they have 150 people that will give them love, but they don't want to give those 150 people love because they want 150,000 people.
Right.
So I'm more grateful for the 15 people. So it's like we're building communities that can be around for a while, because those places started somewhere too, and we forget that. We forget like it's just one bad big machine where they just started. No, they have to start somewhere. It's going to be 500 main dishes before it's on Channel 9. Yeah. Even if it get picked up, or you might outbuild, because kids not looking at that. Main dish is going to be, which is one of the hottest shows right now, because people look at the internet. They have access to their phone. They can watch this, listen to it. You can't do that. You got to be home to watch the TV. I mean, like, unless you got, you're on demands. And shout out to those inventions, but I'm just thinking, for us, what are we going to do?
Right.
I'm a big person. I'm not about the complaining. I'm about solving the issue.
Right.
I want to solve it. I don't want to complain. We've been complaining, and we really ain't done nothing. So we're not going to kill everybody, but we can get rich, and we can buy everybody out.
Right, right.
That's my philosophy,
That's a pretty good idea.
Gotta be.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Just think about this. You make over $1 billion.
Uh-huh.
You'll consume $1. Gucci, Louis, Ferragamo. Besides my mans that's real flexible, the women, they basically run that. And not alone that, but the black woman does. And if they can accumulate that, why hasn't a sister been in a bag that was $8,000? Then we'll have our own sister instead of, because think about it. For a Chanel bag, we from the hood. Imagine how much go on for one Chanel bag to be purchased. A lot of chaos, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we give it to each other? Why can't we buy a handbag from a sister? Why? Why we can't take our energy off their items, their things, and go for ours? And so that's what I'm pushing. For it to be fly. Like, I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to have us live in trees and, not use electricity. I mean, but I want us to have an equal playing field financial wise in America. If we're going to do it, like, let us really be prosperous. We're we free? Okay, let me see. Let me make some money and let me compete.
I know I was trying to track you down. You was like, you run 3 businesses.
Yes, I do. I run 3 businesses. I have Rolls Royce Music, BI Music, and also Knowledge, because he is a great investor. He's the one that brought you Apollo from out of our camp. And he told me, man, Black, a lot of young artists say they want to work with you. When I was down at Maserati, shout out to Steve, Wink Francis, and I worked at Maserati. And when I was there, a lot of young kids wanted to work with me because it's just the energy that I have. Right. And I believe it's nothing that you can't say. If you want to make a record with Spoons, let's try it. I want to try because I want you to push. I want to see how far you can go as an artist. And so kids love that. I wasn't trying to make them sound like nobody else.
Right.
I just wanted them to be them and rap about their real life because people needed that. And then I got a lot of people in the feds, and I take offense to it when you got these kingpins and all these kingpin rappers, and then, I find out you got paperwork, and now you're fooling our kids to look more like dummies. So I more like respect cats like G, and the owner of the station, people that go out and get it, say, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to supply, because everybody, you got to show, people they got access to do something. So you can't say, oh, it's not for to do. You don't want to support it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But then you want to complain, so I'm not in the complaint department. If Kiss and them don't play your music, but Rise does, support Rise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They won't let me eat in there. You know what I'm saying? But then you go somewhere and then the lady know your whole name. How your mama doing? How this doing? But you don't want to shop with her no more. You want to go get Versace, eat up at Neiman's.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to kill that. That's my main thing, is to kill that that perception, of us in the media. And then to just being an OG right now, I'm just doing what I want. Like a lot of cats, since you said I've been in the game a long time, it's just doing what I want. Like people were saying, girl shouldn't Northeast, and I take repping seriously. I remember in this city where you would get jumped if you wasn't no Skins fan. I mean, you always had some old man hating with the Dallas Cowboy hat on. That was just, that happens. But the Redskins, used to get jumped. You ain't love them because Joe Theismann, my mother made us stay home from school when he hurt his leg. We was real Skins fans back then. Real, for real.
I can't even ask you, so what's next for real, because you always working. You're literally always working. So you had this album, right?
Yes.
So
King Musa.
Now, has everything that you dropped been on that album, or you in the process?
No, I don't believe in time like people believe. That's people caught in the 9 to 5 matrix. I don't have no time. I just drop what I want. If I drop something 3 years ago and I think it's tight thing, if I woke up like a playlist, I'm gonna put that out to the world. I don't care. Like what didn't I say that last night? I was like, why Moni and why was that MC Light? No, that was Real Rock. That was Real Shantae. Shout out to Real Rock. Shantae did a joint. She gave love to Kenilworth Katrina. Love. But I'm saying she was killing a joint. Molly Mall had made a beat so thorough. She was just killing it, and we was feeling the vibe. And I was like, why she still not doing that? Like it's nothing holding her back. Like, Gladys Knight be performing in Vegas, like all her old hits still. I don't think none of the Pips is alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, she performs it forever. And I'm like, we need to like who says it's not hot no more? Right. Who is that? And it's usually somebody that don't look like us that be like, that's not how we on to something else. We want young boys with lipstick and skirts on, promoting drug dealing in the trap. You know what I'm saying? And then that's not hot, but then you put on a record like Grandmaster Flash, The Furious Five, Don't Push Me Because I'm Close to the Edge, and you play that record. Now, if you just lost your job and you scared in this Trump era, that song mean everything. He was speaking right now to this situation. So that's what I'm saying. Right. I'm like, their way of doing it, because it has made people think they got old. Right. People have ruined their families and everything because they don't know how to do it. You have to continuously do it, and don't worry about somebody saying what is hot. Because every time I tell my young artists, they be like, man, they be hating. They want to hear Yachty type or 21 Savage type of rapper. And I'm like, Slim, but they them rappers. Be your rapper. Right. Just don't worry about it. If they don't see the vision, everybody ain't coming.
Well. G.
This mango salsa with it is the bomb too, Slim. The bomb.
So, tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, we gonna wait till I get some food in my mouth.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she did me. Main dish is the main dish. That's a main dish. Yeah, but you can catch me on daphip.com, SoundCloud, of course, The Real Black Indian DC on SoundCloud. I'm also on Bandcamp, Black Indian DC. I'm also everywhere, Instagram. Just if you got good music, please send it to me. But please don't press me out if I don't hit you back. It's a lot. Everybody trying to be a rapper. So that's it,
Well,
now we're done. I gotta get out your house now.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Relax. So thank you everyone for tuning in to the Main Dish Show / TV talk/cooking show. It's your girl Charlie V, and also Chef Reek, and you've been served.
I had a good time. Mango salsa is the bomb. I eat these. Y'all, this.